I'm trying to remember what I was doing when I was 14. I remember one fight I got with my mom where to end the fight, I went into the closet and started painting a swastika on a canvas so that she would find me painting a giant swastika.
Samuel!
Yeah. That's what she said.
Samuel!
She said, Samuel, don't you ever do that again.
Don't you ever paint that hate symbol again.
And there was one time where I like took the phone and hooked up all these wires and stuff to try to convince her that I was making a bomb.
Oh my God. Are you
she loved that one.
Yeah.
What
the yeah. 14 is how old? 8th grade, 9th grade?
Yeah,
that I could, yeah, I would do. I mean, they were pretty much like in the box, like fake blood, like pranks. I would do those, and then sometimes I'd lay there dead for like a long time, and she wouldn't realize that I was dead and gone, and I'd have to like make a noise to get her over. But yeah, I was just telling my wife that yesterday. I was like, "You never did that," because she's not an only child. She's like, "No, I never laid there pretending to be dead for like an hour. I want attention. I'm dead."
Your mom's like too busy. She's like, fuck off.
She's watching Anthony Bourdain talk about the door in Isaac Newton's room, the Seth Green's door.
Yeah, she's
tucked away in the Philippines. A bowl of ramen and a delicious beer. And Omi Kassan making dumplings by the window. And then me, suicided.
By my slut girlfriend for exposing kid fucking.
Tucked away in a hotel room down the street, sleeping with a man that we don't know. Anthony Bourdain. Noodles.
The Anthony Bourdain worship is like male equivalent of Sex in the City worship.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, Anthony Bourdain was so cool. Maybe he was. I don't really know.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, hangover cure, some Szechuan food, a Coca-Cola, some aspirin, and a joint.
Yeah.
And it's always like, it's like something in a New York City. Did we talk about the Comedy Cellar yet?
No. What's that like?
A lot of pomposity, right? Is that right? Yeah,
yes.
no,
okay. I'm glad you brought that up because I would have felt like a dick.
No.
So we did.
We own that place.
That's true.
We're gonna go there. We're gonna own that place.
I went to New York to I was in New York with Alex Schultz, and we hung out with Nick Mullen. We went to have dinner, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna go back and write. I was like, all right, I'll see you later. I was like, anything around here? He's like, yeah, the Comedy Cellar is right there. You can go watch a comedy show. Thank you for bringing that up right there. The name above. That's the name of the owner right there. So I go there. It's downstairs, obviously, Comedy Cellar. And the door guy goes, I go, hey, can I see the show tonight? And he goes,
oh no.
The guy is a spitting image of Jason Bateman. I'm telling you, dead copy, like a carbon copy of Jason Bateman. And he looks like too smart to be, he's probably the manager. And I'm like, hey, can I see the show? And he's like, this is the Comedy Cellar. And I'm like, no, I know. That's why I'm here. I want to see comedy. And he's like, dude, there's a 3-month waiting list. And I was like, there's not a 3-month waiting list fucking anywhere.
To get in to see the show?
To get in to see the show.
Yeah.
And now I'm like instantly jerked off. I was like, if there's a 3-month waiting list, show me the name on the bottom of the waiting list. I'll suck every dick inside this place if there is. He's like, I'm just saying it's hard to get in. I absolutely can't get you in tonight. I was like, dude, I was just on Legion of Skanks.
Yeah.
Or I was on Story Wars, Louis J. Gomez. He was like, yeah, I know him. I was like, okay.
Oh man.
I was a guest. I'm a comedian. I want to see comedy. I'm going to say every word I can say right now to see the comedy show. Now I want it.
Yeah. And you have I'll give you more money than usual. It doesn't work. And they're like, no, it's your
Nah. And I'm like, oh, I know Shane Gillis. He's like, call him right now. I go, okay. I call up and I'm like, Shane, the guy at the door is being a fucking, can you get me in the thing? And he's like, all right, just tell him to calm down. And I was like, here. And I sent him text. Blah. He's like, all right, cool. All right, I got you on the waiting list. And now I know I'm banned from this place. So he gets me on the waiting list. Like, oh, you basically told him I'm a fucking jerk. I was like, dude, did you fucking hear yourself back there? I was like, I'm a comedian. I'm trying to come in. It's not that hard.
Right.
I was a host when I was 15. I know how to move tables around. Come on. He's like, all right, I got you waiting list. Now, mind you, people are walking up and they're like, it's raining. It's 11 o'clock at night. He's like, lines around the corner. And I'm like, wow, this is fun. This is insane to see. Now I look at the list, not one huge name.
Right.
No one. Brendan Sagalow was there. He's a pretty big name, you know. But I mean, with all due respect to Brendan Sagalow, bro,
Right.
you got a door guy over-representing you, overclocking. Now we're sitting there having a drink. Louis C.K. walks in, and Todd Barry was there. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, cool, blah, blah. I don't say anything to fucking Louis C.K. I'm just like, oh, cool, blah, we're drinking. We get in. There was 2 of us on the list. Alex brought his boy. We go down there. We have 3 of us with us. He's like, we sit down. He's like, why are there 3 people here? You said 2. And I was like, dude, there was 3 guys with me the whole time. What are you talking about? So I got caught trying to sneak a 3rd guy. Now he's like real jerked off. And he's like, you out. Kicks out fucking Alex's boy. And I'm like, now I'm like pissed off. Now I'm like, fuck this thing.
Yeah.
The guy, it's the most mediocre opener. Like this is a 45-year-old comedian that's been doing comedy for years.
Yeah.
Not saying he's not. It's just not. I'm not kissing ass to watch a fucking whatever you. I don't even know the word in comedy to call these guys. And then some trans chick comes up. Not even funny. No trans jokes. No nothing. Just normal mediocre comedy. And then by the second one, I was like, this sucks. Yeah. Let's leave. Right. So we just left. We walk outside and he's like, you're leaving? After all that, you're leaving? And I was like, awesome. Dude, what the fuck? Who cares? Like, what am I going to, oh, maybe Chris Rock will come down and do 5 minutes. Like, I give a fuck, dude.
It's all gone. Like, all the celebrity, like, oh, Dylan played there. I don't care. Like, it's all done.
Who cares?
The facade of, like, the stars or whatever. And the good way to think about it, recontextualize it, is like, whoa, the cellar. But that's because, you know, you might like the comedians that are there or whatever. But if you go to LA and it's like some alt room and like, oh, dude, you can't sit at that table. That's where Peach 95 sits or something. And you're like, this is gay. Like,
yeah,
this doesn't matter. And you guys are like, have a little mini hierarchy. It sucks.
It's really, and I can't even imagine explaining that to you. Like, dude, your wife's in town. I'm going to take you to this place. Yeah. Nobody gets in. I'll get you in. I would hammer my dick and balls. I'd pull him, bang, 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 bang. Hold on, 10 more minutes. Bang, bang, bang. And this guy was like 47, and he looked with it. Like he didn't look like a stupid guy. And I was like, how do you feel like doing this? I'm talking to him outside before we get it. I'm like, this city sucks cock.
Yeah.
I was like, you probably make good money. You're running this place. They probably pay you $1.50, $200 a year. Go get a place up in Hudson. And just he's like, oh, I can. I'm glued to the city. I love this place.
You can't love the place. Yeah. It's for a certain, it's for maybe childless people or something, but I don't know. But I heard you guys talking about New York and how you were like disappointed in it and the food, and that stung me a little bit. But I was like, no, they're right though. I don't go to the city, and I've been to places that had good food, but I'm not like it wasn't St. Louis good.
You weren't crying while you were eating it.
I've never cried while eating. You do love the city?
Yeah. I kind of own that town. I want to go do open mic again in Middle East at Boston.
Yeah.
Just to catch the vibes again. Did you ever go to Grandma's Basement with me?
Was that the place that we did that one show?
Probably. That's where I did all the beginning stuff. Those
the bomb
ones?
Yeah. No, I never went there.
The bomb one was Middle East. But before that was Grandma's Basement.
Yeah. There was always one guy in the audience that laughs like,
yeah, that's John Paul Rivera.
That guy, it's awesome because there'd be like a lot of discomfort and then that guy laughing his ass off.
Yeah, he was
wow.
I miss John Paul Rivera. I'd like to see him again sometime. Can you look up John Paul Rivera?
It's my cousin.
Yeah.
He's like a 3 names with the Puerto Ricans always.
This guy. The third picture there. Oh, he's on Threads. Of course he's on Threads. I like that guy. He's a good guy.
I must have seen him because that's who I pictured when I hear the laugh.
He was he was one of the only guys laughing when I did it though.
Really?
Yeah, because he was the host, and I think he had just seen so many people bomb, and you know, he did this probably 3 days a week for like a decade, open mic hosting. So he was just watching hours and hours and hours of people sucking ass like hard. And then I would come in and do like, well, why don't you guys like Israel? It's the best. And nobody would laugh, but he would, I think he got what I was doing, and he would be laughing in the audience. So if you watch my super old stuff, there's like a high pitched laugh that's just him.
It adds so much to it. That's what the Guttermain, the guy.
Yeah.
and there's some others there too.
But he was a nice guy too.
Yeah.
He never told me to like tone it down or anything like that either. He never once said anything like
That's respectable.
anything like that. The other guy, I remember doing the Mike Brown stand-up, and the guy came up and unplugged the microphone.
Really?
Yeah, I did it was a Jeff
Foxworthy.
Jeff Foxworthy. You might be Mike Brown if, and the guy came up. I think he one of the times I did it. He came up and unplugged the microphone. Is this the one? Look at me, man.
Is that the guy right there?
Yes, that's Rob Crean right there, who's also a nice. Rob Crean's a nice guy too. He's not a bad guy, but
He didn't want to lose his job.
you can't.
Anybody else here? Who's angry about the whole Ferguson thing? Who's angry at white people? Do you guys, quick poll here, just being honest. Do you like not like white people? Are you mad at white people?
Yes.
I'm so fucking sorry for oppressing you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the color of my skin. I just wanted to apologize. But with this whole thing, it's stressing me out too. And I feel like I don't have a voice. I feel like my voice is being silenced as a white man. So I wanted to take this opportunity here to sort of get some stuff off my chest. So bear with me, okay? If it's a little bit racist, don't worry. It's all meant with love and compassion, and I'm sure you're going to appreciate it. So 60 seconds left. This is kind of a Jeff,
I have 60
Foxworthy
seconds.
type thing. You might be a redneck if. This is, you might be Mike Brown if. Okay? So here we go. Number one. If you think it's a good idea to reach for a cop's gun for street cred, you might be Mike Brown. If you assault a convenience store owner and steal a box of cigars and people dismiss it as a cultural thing, you might be Mike Brown.
Stop.
Here we go. If you're a 6'4", 300-pound, fully grown man and the mainstream media refers to you as a little boy, you might be Mike Brown.
You think it's a good idea, you might just have to quit comedy.
If people get really sad when they heard you died, and the way they mourn your passing is by destroying convenience stores, you might be Mike Brown.
Alright guys, keep it over, stand by, guys, stand by.
If you think
You're at time, man.
if you think the middle of the street is the proper place to walk,
I gotta get close. Guys, keep it
Wow.
Mike's so
That was a fun time.
It's so funny.
Oh,
Man.
did he say his own name while you walked off instead of being like Sam Hyde? Everybody was
The
like,
next guy, Mike something or
Oh.
other. Yeah.
wasn't that place? It was always hostility with that place, right?
Yeah, but
Like every time.
that was my favorite. That's probably the most fun I've had doing performances. I went there with a fake bomb one time.
Yeah, I
when the
remember that
Ahmed, Ahmed Cool Clock.
Yeah,
I had like an Islamic robot.
That was fun though.
It was so fun. And
Why did people get offended at the Boyston guy one? What was?
I don't know.
Like people got pissed like
People got pissed every time.
single time,
Yeah.
like toxically pissed, like throwing stuff at you or like touching you.
There was one time a girl, I think she like bopped me in the head with the microphone,
Yeah, it was
Or
like
something.
that. An assault.
and I
essentially.
grabbed her wrist and I was like, I just like strong armed her back into position. It was awesome.
Woman hate. I just wrote woman hate on the thing. I didn't know what to say with that. Fill in the blank. Can I do my, okay, let me just do my the woman routine. All right. I'm voting for Donald Trump and I'm a Christian. Yeah. Take it. This is reality. This happens all the time. Women are always reasonable and never start shit, and men are always abusive. Okay, that's about it. That's my time.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're fucking done. Get the fuck out. You're fucking done. Get the fuck out. You want that? Fucking get out. Fucking get out. Fucking get out.
You're so funny! Down the mic!
Fucking idiot.
Boston's the worst
Is it?
place in the world.
Is it?
It really is.
I don't know anything. I've never.
Because it's smart.
Mm.
It's smart, and it's just like white people who are obsessed with having Chinese friends.
Oh, I see.
And
Like you
it's-
guys.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
me.
yeah. I'm just like, look, Mom, Dad, look. You have to take 5 selfies with me every time I'm with you.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna text all my friends, like, see Noah, my friend from Miami. I told you I'm not racist.